Howdy, stranger. Are you aiming to figure out which Wild West gigs would have suited you best? Well, partner, reckon your answer lies in them stars in your Zodiac sign. Be it a cowboy, a saloon keeper, a gold seeker, or a Bible-thumping preacher, life was a tough trail for all folk back in them olden days. Finding a frontier occupation that matched your Wild West spirit meant making it through them harsh conditions round these parts. Your star sign is your secret weapon, my friend, so holster that six-shooter, pour yourself some Applejack, and mosey on in. Notorious for their lightning-fast draw and uncanny accuracy, them gunslingers were battle-hardened folks who wouldn't hesitate to deal with anyone who crossed them wrong. Just like them gunslingers, Aries folks make quite an impression with their confidence, but they can also strike fear into folks with their short fuse and their unrelenting competitive spirit. And Aries is the kind to either come out on top triumphant or go down in a fiery showdown. Much like them Tauruses, them tycoons had a hankering for the finer things in life. They didn't take kindly to risky business and preferred keeping to their own domains, far from the hustle and bustle of the town, while the rest of the world went about its business. And just like them Tauruses, them tycoons could be as stubborn as a mule, but loyal as a bloodhound. They'd go to great lengths to protect what was theirs, be it their kinfolk, their wealth, or their reputation. Much like them cowboys, Geminis are always on the move. Cowboys didn't have much time for rest, and to excel in their line of work, they had to be sharp thinkers, quick on the draw, and understand the ways of the critters they were herding. With their boundless energy and a thirst for adventure, cowboys became the stuff of legends, just like them Geminis are known for today. Train conductors played a mighty crucial yet oft overlooked role in the Wild West, much akin to them Cancers. They were dependable souls, always there to serve everyone in their midst. You see, the railway was the lifeblood of the Wild West, carrying folks and cargo to every nook and cranny of them frontier towns. Without them trains, many of them western settlements wouldn't even stand a chance. Just like Cancers, these conductors kept things rolling, and folks connected out yonder. Out in the Wild West, folks had themselves a clear bead on the town sheriff. They either held the lawmen in high regard and tipped their hats to him, or they dreaded the sight of him and cursed their heavy hand in keeping the peace. Just like true Leos, them sheriffs never shied away from the spotlight. They soaked up the applause when they kept the town safe and sound, but boy, did they wear a long face when they couldn't quite keep the law in check to the town's liking. The doc in them parts of the Wild West laid eyes on plenty that'd rattle even the steadiest gunslinger. These doctors were as sharp as a tack, just like them Virgos, always scrutinizing the details. Their skill and clear thinking were the glue that held the whole town in one piece. Mind ya, being a doctor in those times weren't no fancy affair, but their medical know-how was downright indispensable, I tell ya. Judges in the Wild West ruled on everything from land disputes to fatal misdeeds. Like Libras, they knew how to present an even-keeled appearance, but believed strongly in justice and doing things the right way. Judges' tidy presentation and fair treatment of everyone in the town made them very well respected. Those outlaws out in the Wild West, well, they sure as shootin' had no love for the law or the norms of polite society. They chose to live by their own rules, and that's why their tales still echo through the ages. Mysterious, formidable, and sometimes downright vindictive, them outlaws, just like them Scorpios, had a knack for striking when you least saw it comin'. They didn't reckon on needing anyone in their gang, but when they did let a few partners in crime ride with them, they were loyal to the bone. Them outlaws had a code, and they'd stand by their cronies through thick and thin. Them prospectors, they sure hit the jackpot during that gold rush. In the middle of hard times, they took a mighty big chance, chasing their dreams of wealth out in the Wild West. Much like them Sagittarians, their drive, boundless optimism, and a thirst for adventure sure paid off. Them prospectors struck it rich, and their daring spirit led them to find their fortune. Even when the horizon seemed dark and uncertain, them pioneers held steadfast to their belief in the future of the West. Life was harsh, but they knew the key was patience and unwavering dedication to their long-term goals. Much akin to them Capricorns, pioneers formed the dependable, diligent bedrock of their community. They put their shoulders to the wheel, working tirelessly to build a better tomorrow for themselves and all those around them. Them bartenders, They were the cheerful, sociable souls of the Wild West. They knew everybody, from them gunslingers to them judges, like the back of their hand. Life sure wasn't no picnic in them Old West days, and a friendly face serving up a drink to soothe frayed nerves made bartenders downright darlin' to the townsfolk, much like them Aquarians. They were the toast of the town, you might say. Them preachers? Well, they had a knack for being understanding and kind to one and all. Much like them Pisceans, they had a deep intensity about them, but they coupled it with a keen intuition and a heart full of compassion. Them preachers were the spiritual anchor of the community, bringing solace to folks in their own unique way.